Hola Bafethu are back again. Welcome back to our new video. Welcome to Dibalin Football Channel. It's still Kaizer Chiefs Football Channel, and yeah, the emphasis is on the fans and what they think about the game and what they think about their club and the stuff that is happening in the game. And it is very important to hear what the fans, what's their opinion, because people like professionals in football, people who played football, coaches, the pundits and stuff like that, they use technical language. Sometimes they are too technical about their comments. They reserve things. There's a lot of decorum around the game. But when it comes to fans, you get the truth. You get it as it is. You get it raw, and you get the emotion of the game. You get the emotion of the people. And you know what? When you move in the taxi rank, you listen in the bars where we watch football, in the taverns where we watch football, in offices, in workplace, fans speaking about football, and you'd get the genuine football opinion. And with Kaizer Chiefs, to be honest, I was watching this game against between Celtics and Swallows, and most of the fans that were watching the game was Kaizer Chiefs fans, and then followed by Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates fans. But it's always the case, Kaizer Chiefs fans are always the majority. So you listen to Kaizer Chiefs fans, what they think about Gavin Hunt, what they think about the team, and you listen to these things, you get the gist of the thing. You know that fans are concerned about the club. They love the club, but they are concerned about decision making in the club. They are concerned about things that are happening with management, with a lot of things. So yeah, I thought, even at some point, I thought, the love I have for Kaizer Chiefs, no one can match it. And when you listen to other people, you realize that I don't love Kaizer Chiefs as much as other people love it. Other people will die for this team, and they are so concerned about it. And that's one thing that I appreciate about Kaizer Chiefs, that it has fans that are concerned about it, that love it so much, that are loyal to the team. But now we need to assess the team. We need to speak about the team. At some point, we need to calm down, bring down some emotions and speak about the club and try to be objective as possible. Yes, of course, we can never reach that point because our fans always biased to our team, always biased to certain views. Kaizer Chiefs, okay, this video, by the way, it's not a preview to the game against Cape Town City. No, was just assessing the situation at Kaizer Chiefs, the possibilities that lie ahead of us, whether it is possible to reach the top 8, whether it's possible to reach top 5. Because right now, Gavin Hunt spoke about his target being top 5. It's possible to hit the 17 points landmark that was announced by Gavin Hunt, and we need to look into these things. Tomorrow we're playing against Cape Town City, and these things, when Gavin Hunt said we need 17 points, his target is 17 points, was when we're 10 games before the end of the season. Right now, the first game we drew, and when I did my calculations, it was like, we need to win 6 games if we're going to reach 17 points. If not 6 games, win 5 games and draw 1. And we must look at those possibilities, and we must think about them. What do they mean with Kaizer Chiefs, with things that are happening right now in the club? Now only 9 games left, and already we've drawn 1 game, and Gavin Hunt comes with a new plan. He says he wants, his target is top 5. Top 5 right now, we have 25 points. Team at position number 5 is I think it's Swallows. Yeah, Swallows at 37. So the difference is like 12 points to go to position 5. And that is an assumption that Swallows won't be drawing, because they draw, or they won't win games. They will just remain static. And the teams just below Swallows also will be losing their games, which is highly impossible. In fact, it's totally impossible. So top 5 dream, we need to really interrogate it. Top 8 dream, that is the most serious concern with me. Whether we can reach top 8 is a serious concern for me. And yeah, before we get into the gist of the matter, please, if you're new in the channel, I'd like to encourage you to subscribe, to turn on the notification button, and let's continue. Every time, I always enjoy listening to other people, reading other people's comments, what other people think about the game, what other people's ideas. And sometimes I give my time to respond. Sometimes I give it my time to think and reflect on what other people think about the game, and that's very much important to me. That's very much important to me. So the first thing that I want to speak about, with the whole situation of Kaizer Chiefs, is the concern. I don't know whether my concerns are too ambitious or they are far-fetched. But the first thing is around the coaching system, the coaching team in Kaizer Chiefs, the technical team in Kaizer Chiefs. Gavin Hunt is assisted by 2 assistant coaches It's Athazwane and Dylan Shepherd. And the question that I ask around these individuals, because we have seen, the first thing that we need to speak about, I've seen the importance of the support around the coaches, importance of assistant coaches. It's very important. Look at Mamelodi Sundowns, look at the three, guys in Mamelodi Sundowns, Shadrach, Nico, and Meshach. A very important one, very complementary. Yes, they lost some games, they lost some part, but you look at them, how they complement each other. It counts a lot to have the support team. Look at TTM, look how far they've reached. Pomalega with David Matebula. You look at Arrows, Nkazi together with Maputi Kenyas. Then you look at teams like Amazulu, Nomvete, the combination of Nomvete and Benny McCarthy. And you understand the importance of the supporting team, of the technical team, and assistant coaches. But with Kaizer Chiefs, the decisions that have been made, in recent games, even games from the beginning of the season, the changes that have been made, the tactical, twists and turns of Kaizer Chiefs that have led most of the time to us losing games, to us drawing games that are not supposed to draw. You ask yourself whether Gavin Hunt is making decisions alone or whether it's assisted by these two guys. What is it that they are playing? What role is Dylan Shepherd and Athazwane are playing in Kaizer Chiefs? Are they assisting Gavin Hunt? And if they're assisting Gavin Hunt, how have they assisted Gavin Hunt so far? With the decisions that are made, to be honest, decisions that are made during the game, to change tactics in the game, to analyze the game. Sometimes the coach cannot be objective. Assistant coaches are important. They come into that gap. They are the ones who bring, some sort of neutralized view and be able to take the team forward to win games. Assistant coaches can win you games. Different views can win you games, it's also, as they always say, two minds are better than one. What is it that the two minds of Kaizer Chiefs on top of Gavin Hunt, like it's three in fact, what is it that they've done to advise Gavin Hunt to help Kaizer Chiefs? That's the concern I'm asking myself. It's very serious. I'm asking myself this. Okay, let's get into the targets. The targets, Gavin Hunt's first set 17, and now he says the spot is top 5. And I'm saying to reach to top 5, you need 12 points from 25 to 37 without the team in the 5th position losing or getting a point. Without the team, winning or getting a point. And the teams behind, the teams, just below the team in top 5, number 6, 7, 8. Because Kaizer Chiefs is around position number 10. So you need to get these points without these other teams getting points. That's the question that I'm asking myself. Where is getting these things? These assumptions, does it create them in their minds? Kaizer Chiefs, Gavin Hunt and all that, and they just say them, these are their targets and stuff like that. Because reality is just in front of us. Reality cannot be avoided. That Kaizer Chiefs is not collecting points. We're not collecting points. Yes, we're unbeaten in 8 games, but if you check the 8 games unbeaten, I think they are 8, yeah. It's draws after draws after draws after draws. 1 win against Orlando Pirates, 1 win against Wydad Casablanca, but in PSL we're not getting anything. We're not winning against teams that are below us. We're not winning against teams that are in the same zone with us. We're not winning against teams that are on top of us. The question is, we're getting top 5. Where will we get the 17 points? How can we get into the top 8? Gavin Hunt wants top 5. I'm more worried about top 8. Can we get into top 8? My previous video about Kaizer Chiefs and the predictions, I said I'm throwing the towel. There is no way Kaizer Chiefs can reach top 8. The way I see Kaizer Chiefs, the way things are done, the way games are managed, I don't see Kaizer Chiefs making it to top 8. But let us look at the teams that were playing. The game we're playing against Cape Town City, most likely to lose, to be honest. We're most likely to lose. There is no way. Cape Town City is number 7. They want to retain top 8. I don't see Kaizer Chiefs coming out against Cape Town City with a point. Even a single point. So I'm counting Cape Town City game out. The following game is Mamelodi Sundowns. The less we say about it, the better. There is no points that will come from Mamelodi Sundowns game. Then Chippa. Chippa is number 15, struggling team who might get a point against Chippa, but they have a tendency to rise when they're playing against Kaizer Chiefs. I can give Kaizer Chiefs 1 point. And that's now we're in game number 6. We're left with 6 games, or that's the 6th game remaining that we're playing against Chippa. And then Celtics is number 11. I was watching Celtics against Arrows. We don't stand a chance. We can negotiate a draw. That's the second point that I'm counting. This point number 2. I can give Kaizer Chiefs at most a draw against Celtics. Otherwise, nothing over a draw. Nothing above a draw. Nothing It's just 1 point. I'm giving Kaizer Chiefs 1 point. Swallows is number 5. Kaizer Chiefs won't collect points against Swallows. But let's give it the benefit of the doubt. Let's say again a draw. Let's give it a draw. So that's 3 points. That's 3 points. And then we're playing Black Leopards. Black Leopards who can never beat Black Leopards. Black Leopards number 15, and Kaizer Chiefs does not beat Black Leopards. We know it. It happens season after season after season. Kaizer Chiefs does not beat Black Leopards. I don't see this Kaizer Chiefs of Gavin Hunt beating Black Leopards. But let's give them a benefit of the doubt. Let's give them 3 points. So that will make 3 plus 3, 6 points. So we're giving 3 points Kaizer Chiefs against Black Leopards. We're giving benefit of the doubt. I hope you understand me. Then we play Golden Arrows. Golden Arrows is third on the table. I give Kaizer Chiefs straight lose. There's no point we're going to collect there. Then TS Galaxy is number 9. We might get a draw. So that's 7 points. That's the 7th point that I'm counting for Kaizer Chiefs right now. And that's it. That's the last game we play against CTM. I don't think Kaizer Chiefs can beat CTM. So my estimation is that the last 9 games remaining for Kaizer Chiefs, we can only collect maximum points that we can collect is 7 points with the way Kaizer Chiefs is playing. And at most, I mean, that's the highest point. I think Kaizer Chiefs can collect even less than that. We have how many points? We have 25 points after 21 games. It means per game we only collect 1.1 points or 1.2. So you read the math, you read the math and listen to the stats, and you see that Kaizer Chiefs stands no chance to get even to 10 points. We stand no chance to get to, I'm thinking 7 points. I'm giving Kaizer Chiefs 7 points. 7 points. So the question I'm asking, where will we get 17 points? How will we get to position number 8? Position number 5? I mean, how can we get to number 6? How can we get to number 7? I don't see it happening. So where will these points come from? I'd like to hear from Kaizer Chiefs fans, from football fans, PSL fans. Where will these points come from? Mamelodi Sundowns, Cape Town City, Cheaper, Celtic, Swallows, Leopards, Golden Arrows, and TS Galaxy. Where will these points come from? I don't see any point collection. To be honest, the 7 points that I'm giving Kaizer Chiefs is the maximum that I think Kaizer Chiefs can collect, and possibilities that we can collect even less. And that is why, that's the reason why I said I'm throwing a towel. There's no top 8 for us. There's no top 8. I don't want to mess up with my emotions. Yes, I love Kaizer Chiefs. Yes, I would like to see Kaizer. No, hear me. I would like to see Kaizer Chiefs getting 17 points, getting to position number 6, number 5, if possible, number 4, if it's possible. But securing the top 8, I would like to see Kaizer Chiefs, getting to that. But we've seen this movie before. It's a soap, it's an omnibus. We see what Kaizer Chiefs does, how Gavin Hunt manages the game whenever we play against a PSL club. How are we going to get this 17 points? I don't think it's possible. How getting to position number 5, I don't see it happening, to be honest. Yes, let's hear from you, Kaizer Chiefs fan. Let's hear from you, football fan, Orlando Pirates, Mamelodi Sundowns, football fans, PSL fans. What do you think about this? Is it possible to get whatever targets that Gavin Hunt has been speaking about, and should we as Kaizer Chiefs fans remain hopeful and live with the possibility of having our hearts hurt by this kind of a team that we love so much, that keeps on disappointing us? Otherwise, from me, Dibalen Football Channel, Kaizer Chiefs Football Channel, and football from the fans' perspective, I won't be able to do a preview. Of course, I'm always busy, but I'm going to do a review of the game against the Cape Town City. Otherwise, it is love and peace.